Hello, welcome to the interview with Ralph, one of the boys rescued from the island it was in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, sucks. Anyway, so tell me, Ralph, it's very nice. Who were your friends on the island?
Piggy, Jack, I guess, but we didn't really get along very well with each other. I could say Simon as well, but I didn't really get to become close friends with him before.
Kill the beast, cut his throat, and spill his blood. Yeah! Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast! I found the beast! The beast! Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. No! Kill the beast, cut his throat, spill his blood. Do him in! Kill the beast, cut his throat, and spill his blood.
There's some little ones.
How? No big ones?
Oh, Sam and Eric. They're out collecting wood.
No one else?
Not that I know of. What do you say?
Simon. Piggy. What are we gonna do?
You could...
Call an assembly? Ha.
You're still chief.
Not the conch.
Ralph, stop laughing like that. Look, there ain't no need, Ralph. What's the others gonna think?
Piggy.
That was Simon. You said that before.
Piggy.
Duh.
That was murder.
You stop it! What good are you doing talking like that?
And look, Ralph, don't you say nothing to Sam and Eric that we were in that circle.
You're right.
Don't say nothing.
Ralph, are you alright?
Yes, sorry. I just got lost in thought.
Would you mind continuing about the last boy you said? What was his name? Steve? Sam?
Simon. His name was Simon.
Ah, yes. So tell me about your acquaintance, Simon.
He was a good guy. Always helped. Real quiet. He started losing it at the end, though.
How did you meet him on the island?
He came with Jack's choir, come to think of it. Or come to think of it, he passed out the first time I ever saw him, really. I took an immediate liking to him, and we explored the island together with Jack.
Interesting. Do you know why he passed out?
We all assumed it was exhaustion or heat, but yeah.
How did he interact with others?
Well, he didn't really say a lot. He was real supportive of myself, though, and he stuck up for Piggy a lot, which was surprising because everyone else really just kind of pushed him away. Oh, he was also the only person who ever helped out with the huts.
Did you notice anything suspicious about him? Considering the fact that he only stuck around you and Piggy.
Well, he would disappear for long periods of time. No one really knew where he went. One time a little even caught him sneaking around at night. That was the first time we thought he might not be all there. Where's Simon?
I don't know.
You don't think he might have gone up the mountain?
He could. He's cracked.
And Simon never seemed that he was all here. Like, his head was in the clouds or something.
So, if his head was always in the clouds, did he do a lot of things alone?
He was by himself a lot, really. Must have been a lot of thinking on his own, I suppose. We were discussing the beast one night, and no one really believed it was real, but he seemed to think that there might have really been the possibility of a beast on the island. Had a little trouble telling the group that, though.
Did he have trouble speaking in front of people?
He seemed pretty hesitant about it. Got real flustered. You know, no one really knew what was going on in his mind.
I see. Now, going back to your other friend, Piggy. Who was he?
Smart guy he was. He was bigger, had asthma, couldn't really run. It was a shame he died. Had a lot to say, good things. But no one listened.
That's awful. I'm very sorry you had to see that. Now back to Simon. What happened to him?
Well, Simon died. It was a crazy night, and the boys were caught up in the storm and hunt, and they thought he was the beast, so they killed him.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry that you had to witness all those horrible things.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad to be back now.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I hope that everything gets better for you in the future. After the interview, Ralph gave me Simon's journals because he wanted people to know his thoughts. After reading them myself, I sent them to a psychologist for further analysis.
I am the psychologist who analyzed some artifacts from the island as well as Simon's journals. First up, I'm going to quickly go over some of the artifacts. We have a rock, part of the rock that killed Piggy, a replica of the conch, Piggy's broken glasses, Simon's journals, and the spear that killed Simon. First up, we should just talk about the spear. There isn't too much about this. It's just a very lethal weapon. It has a lot of pointy things, so that shows the boys were really into the hunt, and they really wanted to kill, which is disturbing. Definitely anger issues there from a psychological aspect. The conch represented power from, in my opinion, it also represented sanity, and as Ralph had told me, Piggy had a lot to say, had a lot of good things, but no one listened to him, and he was the only one on the island who basically had some sanity left in him, and when he died, the conch went along with him, and so did all the sanity on the island. This is the rock part of the rock that killed him, that killed Piggy. It's really hard. I can't imagine the size of the actual boulder. Must have been pretty gruesome, and that just shows how awful these boys were. And then Piggy's glasses. They represent intelligence, stereotypical glasses. They represent intelligence. That's why I have them. Yeah, anyways, the glasses not only represented Piggy's intelligence but Simon's, and because that they were broken, it also represents Simon again because Simon was a little broken, a little cracked, a little cuckoo. Alright, on to Simon's journals. These are Simon's journals, and I took the liberty of putting them on the interwebs because it is a lot easier to read because his handwriting was not the best. I will read the most important journal I found, an excerpt from it. He tells me things. He told me I was a silly little boy, and he's correct. That's what I am, a silly little boy. He is the beast. He is the embodiment of the wild, bloodthirsty drive that has entered us since arriving here. But no, he can't really be. He's just a pig's head on a stick. But I know that he is right. He is the beast, the lord of the flies. He fears none and is above all, even the flies. And he is inside of us all. His appearance started to change. His head ballooned. I could feel one of my times coming on.
You are a silly little boy. Just an ignorant, silly little boy. Don't you agree? Aren't you just a silly little boy? Well then, you'd better run off and play with the others. They think you're batty. There isn't anyone to help you, only me. And I'm the beast. Pig's head on a stick. I'm the reason why it's a no-go. The reason why things are the way they are. This is ridiculous. You know perfectly well you'll only meet me down there, so don't try to escape. I'm warning you. I'm going to get angry. You see? You're not wanted. Understand? Ralph, do you see?
But I would definitely diagnose him with schizophrenia. And also, there was another journal entry in here where it talks about him being afraid to talk to people. And reading further into it, he definitely had a very bad case of social anxiety.
This is what happens when Tumblr people hang out in the real world. Please do not attempt these activities if you are an avid internet user.
Wilderness is scary, man.
Don't do it. Just no. Let's go inside. It's really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The air is hurting my lungs. My lungs. Yeah. Let's just.
It's gross. I don't like it.
My house is this way. Okay.
Good hustle.
We need the laptop. All right.
That's important.
You know what, guys? It's been a long day. Stop it.
Where are you, Ralph?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Come
I'm
out.
the real chief. Jack's
Don't
the
be
real
afraid.
chief.
Come on.
Come on out.